Hi, everybody. Welcome to Live with Ms. Steph. Welcome once again to Live with Ms. Steph. Today is Monday, August 4th, 2025. We are in week 5. What week? Week 5. People, week 5 is Mathematics Week, folks. Mathematics Week. Hi. Thank you so much for watching Live with Ms. Steph. We are on rocking out our 5th week. Mathematics is the study, everybody say the study, okay, of numbers and shapes and how they relate to each other. And so all of our activities really have been culminating to this particular week because students are going to be using what they've learned in previous weeks. Hopefully the mic is on. Yes, fantastic. Everyone is going to be using what they've learned in previous weeks and start to now really apply the importance of measurements, in particular when we're doing our mathematics experiments. So all of our experiments are still going to be high definition type, very exciting activities. Today we did two things. Our morning experiment and morning direct instruction was really focused on setting the tone for being able to take measurements and to be able to find out how much of something is inside of a container. And then after we did that, we then said, okay, let's use this skill and mix the specific amount of one thing with the specific amount of another thing to combine and make something new and very exciting. And then in the afternoon, we then did kind of a play on artistic information that we learned last week, as well as looking at the math concept of symmetry, right? We have lines of symmetry. When you fold it, you create a mirror image of something on the other side of the paper. And so we put on, hello, thank you so much for watching Live with Ms. Steph. So we put paint on the paper, and then we folded it and created a new art piece that was really focused on that mathematical concept of symmetry. So once again, hi. I'm Stephanie E. Farmer, founder and executive director of Triple F Empowerment Inc. And we operate the beloved Ms. Steph Science Club and Ms. Steph Science Club. Hi, honey. Ms. Steph Science Club is here in the summer for Summer Science Club 2025. And we're finishing out our summer with a focus on mathematics. And over the next several days, we will do our fun go-to experiments, and we'll bring it to the next level by focusing on the importance of measuring each component of the experiment to add to it. For example, we'll be doing our classic elephant toothpaste tomorrow. And to make sure that we lean heavy on these mathematical concepts, each child will take part in measuring the different components of elephant toothpaste. Our hydrogen peroxide, that will be measured. The volume will be measured for that. We'll be making sure we're adding 1 scoop and 1 scoop only of our powdered yeast into the mixture. We will also be adding 10 milliliters and 10 milliliters only of our, I'm ringing here. Only of our, yes, elephant toothpaste is one of our favorite things. 10 milliliters and 10 milliliters only of our soap. And so we'll be having a great time, y'all. I'm super excited about what we'll be able to accomplish this week. And of course, we're going to Liberty Science Center. Now, in other news, as you may recall if you've been watching my stories, you know that we had to cancel our field trip because that particular field trip is the one and only field trip that we are dependent on MTA for. I may have to change it up next year because I don't want the same situation that happened this year to happen again. But that being said, this upcoming field trip, we are taking a coach bus, as we do. We like to do Liberty Science Center right. Okay. Do we have any Liberty Science Center fans in the house? Do we? Yes, we'll be going to Liberty Science Center on Thursday. That is our only all-day field trip. Yes, Bump, 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 bump. We'll be gone for the entire day, and we'll have a great time experiencing all the things that we experience at Liberty Science Center. And then on Friday, we'll do some extra special things to make sure that we're closing out our mathematics week and the entirety of camp in a great way. For those of you wondering if we're taking additional registrations, we have closed out registration because this is our last week. So for those of you who are interested in camp, get signed up so that you can be ready for all the things that we have coming up. Saturday Science Club will resume in October. And before Saturday Science Club resumes, we will be hitting the town in September and doing various activities like I like to do in September. We'll be at more than actually 3 back to school activities over the course of September. And of course, like I said, in October, we'll do our Saturday Science Club. And then we're going to rock out the rest of the year. We've got Giving Tuesday coming up. We also have some activities that we'll be doing with some of our partners in October. So be ready. Yo, be ready. And once again, for those of you who are interested in joining our community, first of all, you're most welcome. Camp classes, community and consulting, you're most welcome. You can send me a DM to get the link to join our contact list, or you can email me at msstph@tfempowerment.org. We really want you to join us. We're so excited. We're glad that we have the interest that we have. Just know that if you get information back from me and I say no, it's merely because camp is finishing up on this Friday, August 8th. And so we'll be inviting you to do the next thing with us because we've got other things that are coming up and going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Wanted to come on and say hello. I realized I hadn't said hello in a few weeks simply because we've been here doing the camp thing, okay? Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. We've been enjoying our STEAM adventure, our full immersion experience. I thank you all for following, for participating online. You've been following the stories. You've been so engaging. You've been giving. You've been again asking to join the community. And so wanted to make sure that you had an update as far as what's going on and how you can participate in what we've got going on. Shout out to our current participants as well as their families. I know some of you follow, so wanted to give you all a shout out. And of course, shout out to my staff and volunteers for their excellent work this summer. It's been great. It's been fun. You'll hear from me again next Monday. I will do my post-camp live as I always do. And I will be back at the Science Club office, of course. And I really appreciate you. So that's pretty much it. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Peace out, everyone.